My name is Amy, um, and I am here to bring you a healing that's going to be a little difficult for me today. This is one that I deeply, deeply need. And I just have a feeling that there's probably a lot of people out there who need this one. Today's intentions is going to be forgiveness of self. Um, for me personally, forgiveness of self is a struggle I deal with every day. I am a busy mom of three kids, and they are all under the age of 5, and they have a ton of energy. Um, all kids do. But that tends to highlight triggers for me every day. And I never realized until I became a mom that I actually have some like anger issues. Like I yell a lot more than I actually thought I would as a mom. And while that's hard for me to admit publicly like this, um, it is definitely a problem that I have. And I'm sure if you have found this video that you may have something in your life that comes out that way. Um, Anger presents to me in all kinds of crazy ways, and it's mostly because I've become overstimulated or overwhelmed, or a trigger from my childhood comes up. And once you join this healing journey and you really start to dig deep into your soul and try to come to terms with who you are and to love yourself, you really start to go through all your shadow work. You start to find all those little pieces of yourself that maybe you had hidden, or you don't really acknowledge, or you like to kind of put a blind eye to and pretend they're not there. For me, that was apparently anger issues. So every time I yell at the kids, and I mean, I don't mean anything, every time I raise my voice, like I'm not crazy, I'm not throwing stuff at them and stuff. And I mean, there's lots of that out there too, but that's not what's happening here. It eats away at me. I believe that love should be the first choice. I believe that we should all live a life connected to that eternal sense of love that comes straight from the source. And yet I find myself struggling every day to live with that first. And I've come to realize over the past little while that that stems from me not being able to forgive myself. All of these moments that I've had throughout my life that have caused me to lash out or caused me to be angry. And again, that's why I'm doing this. That reason will be different for you for sure. But just know that this forgiveness of self healing is designed for anybody who finds this video. This video is timeless, and if it finds you, just know that there will be something in this for you. Um, I feel like I need to give you the background here because this may be a very emotional healing for me. Um, I don't know what's going to happen here. I tend to channel my healings. I tend to go with the flow. I don't write a script. I actually tried today and it did not work. So I like to follow my flow. Um, so I have a beautiful board laid out here with some really good crystals for forgiveness, for calming anger, for removing stress, for transformation, for connecting with yourself, for self empowerment, self confidence, and self love at the very core of it. Um, you may need to watch this a few times. I'm actually going to sit down and probably watch this myself when I'm not sitting here filming it. Um, but it's an uncomfortable one for me to talk about. We will be doing things a little differently than I usually do. I don't have a glass of water with me this time. I forgot to bring it, and the kids are quiet, so I was not going back and throwing myself back into it to stir things up. You may hear some wind rustling out there. Please just enjoy the sounds. It's freezing where I am, hence hiding my hands. Um, we have some tuning forks, and we're just kind of going to go with it. I We'll create our secret space. We will do what we always do. And I just hope that we find some forgiveness and some healing in there, because I know that I am not a bad mom. And I know that I show up every day to do the very best I can for these kids. And I know that through healing myself, I am giving them a brighter future, because they in turn will also be able to heal. And so will everybody else around me. That's how it works. We are all one. We are all one source. We are all one energy. We are all, we are oneness. And that is something that I have found on this journey of mine. And I am so thankful that I have. I probably won't put this at the beginning of the video. I'll make two separate ones because this feels more like a personal journey video. So throughout all my healing, this is where I've ended up, and this is where I find that I need to, that shadow work topic that some people like to hide away from, finding those darknesses in yourself and be able to come to terms with that is really important to being able to be complete and to be one, because those pieces are parts of us, and there are always ways to heal that and to move on from that. So I have come a long way in my journey, and this just happens to be the step that I'm at right now. And I'm eternally grateful to be able to share this part of my journey with you. Everybody is very disconnected these days. The world has changed in a lot of ways. And that disconnection is a part, well, it's a part of the problem. Um, And a lot of people go through this journey alone and they have no one to talk to. And a lot of times they might even feel crazy. And like, trust me, I get it. I feel crazy too. But it's a beautiful journey. And the changes that it's made in my life have been absolutely transformational. And this is just another one of those steps that will help me become more of my soul essence. And I'm hoping that I can help you to forgive yourself in whatever way you need to, in whatever way helps your soul for your highest good for right now in this timeline in all dimensions and for your highest path. Every time we heal ourselves a little bit, we make it easier for somebody else out there to be able to do the same thing. So by working on ourselves, we truly do change the world. I absolutely believe that. I 100% believe that. And I strive every day to be a little bit better. That 1% a day has made a huge effect on my life. And I love where I am now, and I'm thankful for every one of these hard lessons because I've gotten really good at finding the pieces of me that need to be healed next. Um, and as your journey progresses, you will do the same, and it will become like second nature to just notice these things and want to get to the core of them and be able to forgive yourself for those things and then erase them and then release them and just let them go because we don't need them anymore. Um, so this video is not what I expected it to be. I will absolutely still post it because I know there's something in there for somebody. If you've made it all the way through this and this has helped you in any way, you don't have to comment because not everybody's comfortable with that. But if you would like to reach out because you'd like to share your journey or you would like to just be a part of a tribe where you don't have to feel so alone, please know that the comments here are absolutely for that. Like, share, and subscribe. Hang around and hopefully do some healing. Cheers.